humbled. I'm completely humbled by everyone being here. I'm just a guy, you know, fire chief, and you know, I happen to get into some things here in Huntington, you know, as a fire chief, and the way I got into government was I was doing a job in my house, and Denise was pregnant, and the building inspector said to me, "I don't like what you did here." I said, "But you told me to do it this way." And he said to me, "Well, I don't like the way it's done." And I said, "Well, I don't like the way you're talking to me." And he said to me, "If you don't like it, run for office." So I did, and I won. And I'd be quite honest with you, you know, during this whole run that I'm having, I've been peeling back the onion here in Huntington, and this is an unbelievable town. And there are so many great people, it's so diverse, there's so many different cultures here, and we all need to extend a hand to each other. Because, you know, when I respond to calls and I go to homes, and as a fire chief, you watch everything. You watch your members, you watch the house that you're pulling up to, you watch what's going on in that house, and sometimes it's not so good. And you say to yourself, something's not right here. And that was eye-opening for me over the last 15 years as serving in the community. And that's why I'm running for office. I peeled back the onion and I saw some things that I just don't like. And I look at the gentleman I'm running against. He's a very, very nice man, and he's a loving father, and he's, I'm sure, a great husband, but I don't like what he's doing, and I decided to run against him. And we may,
yeah!
We differ on what we think government should be, and I've had that conversation. And I just want to thank you all for being here. I have to tell you something. I know Greg a little while, and I know Eric a little while, and they came up to me and they extended their hand to me, and they said, "We want to do a fundraiser for you, Dom." And I was like, "All right." And for them to extend their hand to me and have this room and have all you people here who are unbelievable people in the town of Huntington and throughout Huntington is, I can't tell you how much love I have in my heart because you're all here. And my dad, who's 90, said to me a long time ago, he said, "Hey Dom, I'm going to tell you something. No matter what you do in life, play it straight." And I always kept that in my head. And I've always played it straight, for the most part. And I want to keep playing it straight. And if I win this election, I win the election. And if I don't win the election, I ain't going anywhere, but I'll be here. But I want to thank Eric Lawson, Greg Klein, Meredith, and Melissa for being here. And you have to do this for me. I'm taken back. My wife Denise, who I love so much, quite frankly, she puts up with a lot of shit. You know, with that pager going off at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm in a dead sleep, and she shakes me, she goes, "Don, you got a call." I said, "What's the call?" "Well, elderly female ill." And I said, "Oh boy," you know, and I respond to that call, and when I get back at 5 o'clock in the morning, the coffee's on, and we'll sit and we'll talk, and she can't be more wonderful to me. And I gotta tell you guys, I definitely outkicked my coverage when I met her. I want to give a shout out to some people in the room. Bill Lennon, Rob Machin. These are the guys I graced the sidelines with. I want to give a shout out to Jay Libertu, David Beard, Lisa, Lori. If you guys haven't watched Be the Media, Huntington.com yet, I want you to watch it. They talk about not wearing bras, but it's very informative about Huntington politics. And they really peel back the onion, and they give you some great information. And I want you guys to check it out. I think it's on what, Tuesday nights, Jen?
Tuesday nights, 9:45.
9:45. So rather than watching Housewives, I kind of roll over and put the iPad on and watch that. And there are a lot of firefighters that watch it too.
It's on YouTube. I'll send the link through John.
I want to say a couple more things that is very important. Like, I'm really nobody. I'm just a guy that decided to do this. And there's a lot of volunteers in this room who are firefighters, and my brothers and sisters who get up all night long. And there's a lot of guys in this room and girls in this room who are coaches and do what they have to do, and they volunteer and reach out to everybody in this community. And no matter what's happening in politics in this town, I think we all need to start reaching out to each other. And we need to be kind to each other. And no matter, what your economic situation, what your race, what your religion, we need to be kind to each other, and we need to reach out to each other. So as I move forward, hopefully I can pull this thing off. I've pulled off a couple miracles. And I'm going to say this, guys. When I go to war, I go to war. And I'm at war right now. And I want to tell you something. This is an off-year election. If everybody in this room brings 10 of their friends or 10 of their family members to the voting booth on election day, we might be able to pull this thing off. You know, in the last number of elections, less than 25% of the voting public in Huntington comes out to vote. It's not a good thing. Apathy is what kills government. I want you all to be challenged and get as many people to the polls as you can. And let's try and change things in the town of Huntington as best we can. I don't like wearing a tie. I hate it. Take it off. And I'd rather wear a bunker jacket and a fire helmet. But I'll say this, I love everyone in this room. I love Eric Lawson, he's my new friend, I love him. I love Eric Klein. I love him. And my wife is giving me the cutoff. I love her. Please get home safe. Have a lot of fun the rest of the night. And let's do this. Okay? Thank you so much.